Welcome back to another Alliance War. For Loki, we're currently rank 9 as we enter the 9th war of Season 5. And we're taking on none other than J11, X-Men. J11, if you've been following the channel for a long time, you'll know that these are kind of our old friends from Season 1. We played each other 4 times in Season 1, so it's about time we ran into them in Season 5 here. Gonna go ahead and pop on a 30% champion boost, as I still have some of those left in the overflow from picking up that 850 unit bundle. It's so nice having those things to actually use instead of relying on the 10 and 20%. But I don't have quite as many of the attack and health ones, so I still pop on the lesser versions of those boosts. And we're going to go check out this first fight here, which is a rank 5 tech champion. And this happens to be an Infinity Man that we're about to go fight. And looking at the profile here, I'm actually going to click on him just to get a feel for his SIG level. The higher the SIG level for this guy, the more of a threat he is once he gets to that 15% range. Now, last time I fought this guy, I popped a special 1 boost with Stark Spidey, and that worked out pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and try the same thing here, see if it works again, or maybe if I just got lucky the first time. I guess we'll find out in a moment here. So I got the Power Start 1 boost going, and I've got 3 poise charges from having Stark Spidey on the team. I'm sorry, from having Blade on the team with Stark Spidey here. And I don't want to build up too many poise charges, but at the same time, I do kind of want some poise charges so that my L2 deals a significant amount of damage and that shock after it and everything. I do a 4-hit combo here because I want to bait out this special 1, which will give me another poise charge at least. And I've got my level 2 special ready. I know it's going to do a lot of damage, so just kind of building up some poise charges. Oh my god, look at that block damage, though. That was a mistake taking that block damage. Hopefully this does a lot of damage. Oh man, it didn't quite deal as much as I thought it was going to. Bait out a heavy attack from him, launch my heavy, and fortunately that was enough to bring down Infinity Man. I was sweating a little bit that fight. I didn't play that fight as well as I did the first go around. A little bit of a lesson learned there, not to let him get so many Furies and not take all that block damage. But moving on to Node 18, Bane Stun Immune, and it is a Killmonger. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Killmonger on this node before. It's always good to see a new matchup instead of fighting the same matchups over and over again. So this is pretty cool. But it's Killmonger, just trying to get that Bane transferred over to him, trying not to take too much damage from that. And then we got to watch out for his special attacks, because the special attacks from Killmonger, they deal a lot of damage. Especially I got class disadvantage. I don't have an invulnerability boost on at the moment. So yeah, just really trying to avoid those specials, get Bane going on him. I got a good order of debuffs on him, I would say, with getting the Petrifies out first. And Killmonger drops pretty quick as a result of all that. Alright, so moving on to 24 then, the Buffet, Recovery, and Limber node. Have ourselves a skill champion here, and I'm going to be busting out the old Stark Spidey. Going to feed him a few potions and get this underway. I'm a little bit too slow here, so you can see that power gain buff, the Power Start buff, was just winding down as I'm trying to get myself into this fight, and yeah, I do not start with a bar of power, so a little bit unfortunate, but doesn't matter a whole lot. Agent Venom, you guys have seen me do this fight before with Stark Spidey. It's one of those things where, yeah, it's nothing really too concerning. I mean, there is a way that I could die here, I would say. If I mess up on an evade and he gets that level 1 bleed on me, Agent Venom's bleed's actually pretty strong. So yeah, and actually I did make a pretty big mistake there. I was very delayed on my dash in after evading his special 1. And I should not have even tried with as delayed as it was. I could have got parried and then he would have hit me in the face a few times. But get the special 2 off and Agent Venom is down. Moving over to the Path 7 mid mini, which is a King Groot. King Groot is my buddy on this node. I like finding King Groot here, or anywhere for that matter. It doesn't have to be here. It could be anywhere, because you're gonna see a little trick that I accidentally figured out one day and that I've been doing ever since. So this node is buffet, really just buffet and stats essentially. I don't have to worry about any of the other nodes on here. But the little trick that I like to do is I intentionally get hit in the face with a special one from King Groot. Now, the trick only works if he has one of his Furies active. It does not work when he's in his healing phase. It won't give a permanent armor break if he's in his healing phase. But you're going to see here in just a moment, I bait out the special one and just kind of drop my guard, and boom, there we go. Now I have a permanent armor break on myself, and since I have willpower maxed out, I'm just going to be healing from it. And I'm going to try my best to end this fight with a full yellow bar. That's essentially what this fight turns into. It's a little bit of a mini game going up against King Groot. It's like, alright, can I play the fight well enough to get a full yellow bar? See my health going up. I'm at 95% now. Almost there. Just gotta make sure the fight ends at a good time so that I do have that full yellow bar. He's dropping relatively quickly here, but it's not quickly enough. Honestly, I don't think I should have thrown that special one. I gotta watch that a little bit better. It's not always the easiest thing to watch for in fights, but I probably should have just ended the fight with an L2. But I got that full yellow bar, which is all that matters. Now I just got to make sure that I don't get a hit or anything like that. Don't even want to take any block damage if I could help it, but you know, I am kind of backed up against the wall here, so might have to block a little bit. Oh, no. There goes my yellow bar. No, full yellow bar. I feel like I lost the fight, guys, if I don't get that yellow bar. Check out my HP, though. I'm only missing 2. I'm down 2 HP from a full yellow bar. Might as well have lost some attack bonus on that. Alright, next fight. We've got the Ultron that regens, which is fine by me. Always happy to see this when using Void, as I will hopefully reverse a bit of that healing. We got one Petrify up. Just got to be careful that he doesn't evade. It's always tricky with this guy. This guy's more annoying to watch and counter his evades than the other Ultron, in my opinion. It's slightly more unpredictable here, for me at least. Maybe I'm just not good at fighting him, I don't know. But I do get a good order of debuffs again. You can see his health is just kind of melting away there. He's almost taking himself down to the 25% mark, where he's going to reverse that regen once again. I'm trying not to parry him here because I really don't want to stop that regen. Just want to let it do its thing. But I'm backed up against the wall here, so we got to land a parry. But that's fine. We can just finish the fight with a little combo. Alright, so the regen Ultron goes down. And it's the next day, so I got a reboost here. Just going to pop on a round of the lesser attack boost to finish up this war. Throw on the attack boost, of course, the health boost, the champion boost, all that good stuff. And the next fight is it's actually going to be a Domino, which Dominoes on this node, they're always a little bit scary. I'm also going to pop a regen boost in just a moment here, which will help counter some of that damage that's kind of unavoidable from Domino. So that is definitely going to help me out as well. And as you're going to see in just a moment, it is only a rank 4 champion, so at least it's rank 4, not rank 5. Which is why I only went with the lesser boost. If it was a rank 5 Domino, then I probably would have boosted up a little bit bigger here. As you guys have seen, Domino on this node is not always the easiest. So alright, here we go. Time to pop that combat regen, and away we go. There we go. A little bit delayed, but alright. Domino, and the name of the game here is just to get petrified debuffs up. This way I can reverse that arc overload regen and then hold back on my buffs or my debuffs. This way I don't want a chance pushing Fear of the Void. I've said this a bunch in previous videos too, and I've been fortunate enough to not have it happen to me on this node. In previous wars, previous fights, I have had my Fear of the Void fail though. But at this point, I've got 2 Petrifies and a 3rd debuff as well. So really, I should be holding on to my specials here. I mean, the other nice thing is if you hold your special 3, sometimes you get backed up against the wall against Domino, and that can get you out of the jam. Just using that special 3 to give yourself the distance. I don't like punishing her special one just because I feel like unless I'm right in her face to punish it, then I'm gonna get parried or something, so it's just not worth it. I do make a bit of a mistake right here. You can see I have the unlucky on myself, and I tried to evade that special, and of course, when you're unlucky, you cannot evade the specials like that. Alright, Fear the Void is about to take over. There we go. If Fear the Void is going to take over, it's very important not to try to let it happen when she is not lucky, because that is a higher rate of failure when she's lucky. So try not to do anything at all leading up to the point of Fear of the Void. And I figure, you know what? Let's get Sentry a kill here. It's about time Sentry got a few more kills this season. So look at that, Sentry OP, man, takes down Dominoes all day. It's no problem for Sentry. It's tough with Void, no problem for Sentry though. Alright, final fight of this war is going to be a Phoenix, and there's something that's pretty interesting about this Phoenix fight actually. That you'll see about halfway through the fight. First, just got to heal up as per usual. And her power gain is something that is kind of underrated, as you'll see. Of course, this node has strike back on it, so we kind of have to play around that a bit. But yeah, you'll see her power gain, even once I get one of the petrifies up on Phoenix, is still really strong. Now, I played the fight kind of poorly here, actually. I should really be pushing her to a special 2. She only gets the power gain off of her special 1. If I push her to a special 2, it completely depletes her power, and, well, I mean, you know, from whatever energy that she uses, whatever power that she uses, and she doesn't gain any of it back. So there we go. Now I push her to a special 2. I should be using that strike back node to my advantage. Should have used that more. But this next time she gets to a special 1, it's kind of crazy. So watch this. Alright, so I'm going to get a Petrify up in just a sec. There we go. So now I have Petrify up. That's right, she gets one more special 2 off. This next time that I get her to a special 1, though, just watch how much power she gains. And this is at a 50% reduced rate because of that single Petrify. Like, her power just shoots up, man. It's really quite crazy. I mean, it's dependent on how many of the buffs that she has on her. I'm not proficient enough with the champions to fully explain the way it works, but I do know that about her at least. So yeah, it's not something that she can do all the time. At this point, now I'm just like, okay, the fight's wrapped up. I've got Fear of the Void. I've got a debuff. I've got 2 debuffs. There's nothing that this Phoenix can do to me. Let's get Sentry another kill. Let's see if we can time this correctly. I have to wait for the healing to be off and then pop my special immediately. I don't know if that was enough. I don't know if I was quick enough, or I might have been too quick on it. In fact, I think she still might be in her a little bit of a invulnerability phase. Sentry, come on. No, the power of a million suns is not powerful enough to take down the Phoenix. And she kind of plops down right after that, at least, though. Alright, so that's going to do it for this war, guys. That was my final fight. We did go on to win this war against J11. Good war to you guys, and I'm still deathless, feeling good. Thank you very much for watching, though, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.